Hello lovies, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Gina, aka Gina Louise. So today, finally, I finished it. This is part 2 of my army jacket that I upcycled, and if you didn't see part 1, the link is below. Let's get right into it. To refresh your memory, this is as far as I got with the army jacket in part 1. I thrifted this really cool pillow cover so that I could cut out all these medallions and use them on my army jacket and also on another project I'm doing. I'm also going to cut some roses out of this fabric. Here are all my beautiful medallions I cut out. I just love them. Now here's another one of my I want embroidery but I don't want to embroider tricks, where I have this fabric with all these beautiful embroidered roses on it. Okay, it's about time I finish part 2 of my army jacket. So I decided this is getting sewn on here, this big medallion, and I have this from another project, and I really think it'll look cool with some of these flowers going down the arms. I definitely want some going down the arms of the jacket. I haven't figured out which ones I want on it yet because there's a lot of colors here. I got primary colors on here and I kind of want to stick with those. So we'll see which ones I'm going to put on. And I definitely am going to finish off the sleeves with fur to match the collar. So I'm going to start pinning stuff on, and then I'll show you what I decide, how my placement's going to be on here with my different pieces that I have, and I'll meet you back here with everything pinned on. Okay, I have a lot of things to think about, a lot of choices, but I mean, these colors are in here already. I think it'll be cool on the jacket, the front as well. All right, let's see what I decide. I just want to make sure that I have enough of this fur to go all the way around the sleeves. I wasn't sure. I'm going to pin it in place, but I'm not going to sew the fur on. I am definitely going to use my Fabri-Tac glue. So this is what I have so far. This is what I want to do. And I think I'm going to end up doing a lot of hand sewing. I think the sleeves, well, obviously are going to be so much easier to hand sew than to get a machine in there. And so this is going to take me a while. So I'm going to get sewing. So everything that you see pinned is what I had planned on doing, but as I got going, I did some changes. I'm putting cardboard in the sleeves so that when I sew, I don't sew the sleeve closed. I decided to hand sew the top and the bottom of each flower, and then I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac glue and I'm going to glue the centers. My Fabri-Tac glue was just like exploding and oozing out of the bottle, so I figured I would use a popsicle stick and just spread it, except that I couldn't find my jar of popsicle sticks, so I took a straw. It ended up working, but it was a little annoying because it wasn't as strong as a popsicle stick, so I was putting the glue on and rubbing it and rolling it. But anyway, that's what I did. I put the glue on all the centers and I just sewed the edges down. Before I continue this DIY, could you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? If you're enjoying this video, hit the like button. And in the comments below, I always like to know if this is something that you're going to try to make and if it is something that you would wear. Okay, back to our video. After I did all my gluing, I cut off the mesh backing from the embroidered flowers. I found this fringe online, very pretty. It's very similar to a fringe that I had used on one of my lines, clothing lines that I did. I had found it in Italy, and then I reproduced it in an organic cotton, and it was like 8.5 inches of crochet, and then the fringe, and it was just beautiful. I used it on a lot of my designs. I'm using that glue again with the straw, and I'm just putting a thin line along the bottom of the jacket all the way around, and I'm going to just add the fringe. I could have put fur on it too. I thought about it, but I like the way the fur looked on the collar and the sleeves, so I went with the fringe. But you can add more fur if you like on yours. Now I'm going to try and match these up and hopefully blend them together so it looks seamless here. I hope. I'm gonna try to use this glue that's been blowing up on me and oozing all over. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I could get this matched up and look seamless. The fringe comes with a piece of thread along the bottom. I'm not sure if you could see it. The video was very close to the edge, the frame, I'm sorry. But there's one string in the bottom, and you pull that string out, and your fringe loosens up. They keep it in there just to keep the fringe nice and neat for storage and shipping and packaging. So hopefully you could see what I'm doing here. I'm pressing down on the fringe so I don't pull it, and I'm pulling that one string out and then fluff up the fringe. Now for the final results.
Grandma's hands were rough but kind, worked the needle through the time. She taught me stitches and told me tales of patchwork hearts and how love prevails. Through scraps of fabric, memories bloom in her little kitchen's glowing room. Her voice a thread that spun me whole as I stitched my heart and sewed my soul. Stitch by stitch I bring to life, colors dancing sharp as a knife. Grandma's lessons I still hold tight, creating love under soft moonlight. A button here seemed just so. With every piece I learned to grow. Life's not perfect, patterns to trace, but beauty hides in a patchwork place. She said, create when the world feels cold. Make something new from the tales you're told. Thread your dreams and stitch them tall, even the smallest seams.
I hope I've inspired you today to create something fun and one-of-a-kind for yourself, from clothes you don't wear, or go out there and thrift inexpensive clothes and just recycle and upcycle and keep the planet clean. Thanks for watching.